My old husband always made me sleep with his friends, to reach some deal. When I couldn't take it anymore and thought about ending it all, a callboy made my heart race like I was still alive. What I didn't know was that he was actually my stepson. "Your wife is amazing," the old man said, shaking my husband's hand. Tears slid down my cheeks as I stood in front of the mirror, pulling up the straps of my dress to cover the exposed parts. "I'm glad you like it. I hope the next adventure goes smoothly so we can continue this one," my husband said with a smile, and I lowered my head in shame. "Haha, of course, it's yours," another man replied, adjusting his clothes. "Also, I'm celebrating my 60th birthday tomorrow. Please make sure to come," my husband said, and I slid my dress up to my thighs. Right now, I wanted nothing more than to peel my own skin off. My husband, Glenn Ford, top CEOs, politicians, and every friend had been in my bed. It wasn't a coincidence. This was how my husband got them to invest in his business. I still remember when he came to my university as a guest when I was 21, happily studying. I gave an honor speech for him, and he proposed to me. At first, I was shocked. But when he showed me the endless opportunities behind the illusion, I agreed. It was the biggest mistake of my life. As an orphan, I had a college scholarship and was close to reaching my goal, but I slipped and ended up in his bed. Countless nights, I cried, slowly being consumed by his demands. I thought marrying him would give me a shortcut to a better life, that I would achieve my goals, but I was only getting closer to despair. Tomorrow is his 60th birthday, and my whole body aches, so much that I can't even prepare any entertainment for him. I lay exhausted in bed all day and night until the staff came to decorate Glenn Ford's birthday event. Only then did I crawl out of bed. "Right this way, Mrs. Ford," the butler said, guiding me out of the expensive villa to a luxury car waiting for me. In less than 40 minutes, I arrived at one of the most expensive hotels, and when I stepped out of the car, the continuous flash of cameras forced me to lower my head. I did my best to maintain my composure, not wanting to ruin his big day, because if I did, he'd make my life miserable for the next month. Divorce? I think about it a million times every day. Our marriage is a contract marriage with a no divorce clause. We can't leave each other until the other party pays $1 billion in interest. I can't even afford that in my dreams. That leaves me with no choice. I nervously swallowed and walked toward my husband, gently kissing his cheek. "Happy birthday, dear," I said, merely going through the motions. "Oh, darling," he laughed, embracing me and patting my back. I took a deep breath. "You look gorgeous," he said, kissing my lips. I couldn't help but close my eyes and kissed him back, avoiding an answer, then whispered, "I need to go to the bathroom." The tightness of his mouth indicated that he didn't like what I said. I ignored his reaction and walked through the crowd, heading out of the banquet hall to a place where I could breathe. I stood at the railing, gazing at the busy road. "Vivian," suddenly, a familiar voice made me turn, and my gaze landed on Selena. "Hey," I smiled brightly as I remembered my best friend from college. She immediately ran over and hugged me tightly. "Where did you suddenly disappear to?" she asked, and I didn't know how to answer. "I heard you married Glenn Ford, married a rich guy, huh?" she said, and her words made me awkwardly laugh, not knowing what to say. "Well," she said, and I followed her as she glanced at my husband. "It must not be easy being with him," she said, and I swallowed, shaking my head. She knew nothing. I didn't even know how to speak. "Do you love him?" she asked. I couldn't help but lift